Yo, what is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family, and welcome back to another daily Casper and crypto live. I apologize once again for being so late, and also if the stream looks a little bit different. It's going to be different for the next few days as I am currently away from home with some family, spending some much needed time away. But saying that, still want to bring your daily Casper and crypto content where I can. I'll still be as present as I possibly can be, and also because I'm on a different setup, I will not be able to showcase the chat, so I'll not be able to showcase it on the stream, but I will still do my very best to reply to your questions as I do. But that being said, welcome back onto the channel once again, and we have made history today. We're still waiting for the confirmed breakout, but Bitcoin earlier today did surpass $109,000. Unfortunately, I'm also on a trackpad as opposed to a mouse, so it's going to be very, very weird moving around today. So just bear with me for today. I'll see if I can try and improve the stream quality and setup over the next couple of days. But either way, yes, Bitcoin's looking very good right now, currently up 1.33% on the daily time frame. Casper, it's not pumping as much, and that's because Bitcoin dominance is still extremely high. If we go and check this out right now, Bitcoin.D, Bitcoin dominance, we can see Bitcoin dominance is still rallying up 64.23%, which is to be expected. We're still very much in a Bitcoin dominant market. We will, in my belief, still get an altcoin market, just not anytime soon, or at least not guaranteed anytime soon just yet. We'll have to play it by ear and wait and see. Right now, Ethereum is the number 2 cryptocurrency. So it depends on Ethereum right now, and Ethereum is not pumping today, down 0.71% on the daily time frame. So alts, across the board, they're not really moving too much. But either way, still very good news to see Bitcoin did break up 109K earlier today, and Casper is about, in my belief, again, not financial advice, in my belief, I think Casper's about to go on an absolute tear very, very soon. We could still see pullbacks in the immediate short term. Of course, anything is entirely possible right now. But at the end of the day, right now, things for me are looking up for crypto. And if we get Bitcoin surpassing, 110K, we saw a massive sell-off around 110K, which is to be expected. Past 110K, there'll be a lot of liquidation. There are a lot of trades that will get liquidated at 110K. So if we surpass that, then we'll probably see a significant rally upwards. So we've got to pass that first. But either way, we've got very close today, and I'm sure we'll see another push over the coming days. Now that we've got some very, very good developments, for example, the stablecoin bill is accelerating further more and more, which is very, very good. According to Alan Terret here, agreed to in a 69-31 vote. This is obviously talking about the vote on a motion to proceed to debate the Genius Act stablecoin bill. So if the vote passes, of course, then we'll end up hearing about it on Monday coming, which hopefully I will be back on my normal setup by then, so we can get to that in more detail. And it did pass, so therefore they're going on to the amendment process. So again, we're in these final stages now of this Genius Stablecoin Act, which is very big news, as Casper Silver highlights here. This new S.394 Genius Act of 2025 will permit banks to handle or issue stablecoin according to what the law allows. That's what they're trying to, really decide and trying to find out how they're trying to navigate this right now. The law also forces stablecoin issuers to do a monthly audit of their reserves to prove one-to-one backing. Now, the way I stand personally, I'm a little bit worried about Tether. Call me crazy, but to my knowledge, there has been sources that have been circulating for a while that does suggest that Tether aren't 100% backed by dollars. They got backing by other assets, some Bitcoin backing, I think, as well. So that could put them in a spot of bother, but again, we'll have to wait and see how that plans out. Either way, as Capital highlights here, I have made the case that the stablecoin market is only going to get bigger, and it is. Stablecoins will ultimately aid the keeping US dollar dominance, also very true, and this is why Casper needs to capitalize on this market and showcase how it is the ultimate network to handle stablecoins. And he's right, of course he is. I mean, he knows what he's talking about, and I've been saying the same thing myself. Casper is a very, very powerful, very, very innovative, probably the best, if not is the best network in this space right now, and only going to improve further right now. And we've heard from Johnny, they've already launched the 4 new opcodes, issue, burn, blacklist, and charm, which allows stablecoins to launch on KRC20. Now, we've seen none yet to my knowledge, but Johnny also confirmed whilst talking to the likes of Tether USDT and also Circle USDC, which is the more trustworthy one, which is equally very reassuring that some of these stablecoin issuers, there are more than just those two, but some of them, they are still waiting for the native smart contract element. They don't want to use the opcos, they want to go through the regular means, and then eventually they're going to bridge it firsthand, and then eventually they'll become native on Casper. So chances are when we see native smart contract, again, according to Casper Door, very, very soon now, we will see the launching of these stablecoins, and Casper will start to significantly rally more adoption for stablecoins and go up higher as well. So again, this would be a huge onboarding incentive to use Casper's network, furthering Casper's adoption and growth. We are in a very, very strong spot right now. And of course, we look at Casper right now, volume's still a little bit lackluster, $94.29 million 24-hour trading volume, which is not bad, but of course we want to see it higher. Again, dominated by the likes of MEXC at 20%, Gate 26%, BitGet at 9.3%, and Bybit at 8.77%. Again, you see it higher at the top exchanges here, and Kraken down here at 2.21%. Now, of course, a lot more to cover in this stream. We've got some very interesting stuff as well, which I'll be, laying out for everyone here. But of course, I'll do as I can do as I must, and try as hard as I can to now give everybody their pleasantries. Welcome back everyone again to the channel. Great to have you all here today. Div is me, bro, first. Welcome back, my man. Great to have you here, brother. And equally, just bear with me a quick second as I'm, you also got Dimitar first, brother. You're just slightly behind Div is me. Welcome back, my man. Nathan, my man, I finally made it in time. Great to have you, my man. Great to have you indeed. Kryptoni, let's go. My man. Brett, evening, all watching this as the Europa Cup final spurt. And you know what? That is also a bit unfortunate because I've been so busy traveling. I just haven't had the time to even, take in my surroundings. I've literally been traveling for the past 2 to 3 days. I did a live stream very, very early yesterday to try and make sure that I could still have a daily live stream out for people. Even uploaded a video yesterday, pre-recorded it. And then I've literally been driving all today, and I just got back, or got to my Airbnb. I'm like, you know what, to get a live stream up, get all the setup done. Haven't had a chance to even look at the game right now. I'm hoping Spurs win, because my brother's an Arsenal fan, and it would make me laugh so much. But again, keep me posted, Brett, please. What's up, Casting, my man? Welcome back to the stream. Good evening, all. Thanks for all your good content. Keep it up. We need YouTubers like you. Cheers. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate you very, very much. You know me. I try to do what I can do. Of course, again, the stream quality for the next, truth be told, I can say it now that on Sunday is when I'm going to be driving back home. And on the Sunday, I'm going to be leaving at 10 a.m. here. And I probably won't be home until midnight. It's going to be a very long drive. So on a Sunday, I might also not be able to stream, unfortunately. But otherwise, I'll do as I can do to get your content out for you all every single day. So welcome back again, Cashing. Thank you for my man. Greg, what's up, QC? Hope you're feeling better. I'm feeling a little better now. The drive was very achy, very restricting, but I'm not feeling as ill now, which is good. Mateo, bro, welcome back. Guys, where can I buy Nacho? So if you go, there's no longer Nacho on BitGet. So if you go onto Kaspa here and you go to Chaos 20 tokens, when it loads, apologize, the internet connection is probably a little bit slow here. Again, not the best place, Airbnb. You can go on KYC 20 tokens, you click on Nacho, and you can scroll down and look at all of the listings they have. That was a bit of a weird glitch. So you can see Nacho right now here, $17 million market cap. Got Ascendex, got Gate, got CoinX, Pionex, got KSPR bot. I would personally, and this again, not financial advice, just me personally from the platforms I have used, I like Casper.com. I think they have a very, very easy to use UI and a very good platform. So I personally would choose Casper.com over an exchange anyways, because it's a Casper native thing. I think it's Christian Ludwig. I think it's him. It's one of the, well-renowned Casper KOLs who are kind of the ones, quote unquote, in charge of the website. So I choose to trust Casper.com personally. So you can go from there. All you have to do is connect your Casper wallet. It's very, very simple and easy to use. I used Casper.com to buy some Chaos 20 myself. I bought some Wolfie a little while back because I think Wolfie's going to be a very good project, truth be told. And I bought some other ones as well. I have bought a little bit of Nacho. I plan to scoop up some more as the market starts to recover, and Casper equally looks like it's going to be in for a massive rally very, very soon. Cashing also said there, just go check out on there as well. What price do you expect Casper to be by the end of 2025? Okay, well, I am not going to give price predictions. However, I will do you one, not better, but I'll do you one different here. Vinny and the Doge put a post here saying, Crypto Jeb says he now loves Kaspa and to allocate a percentage of your portfolio to it, immediately after saying there'll only ever be one Bitcoin. So what I do have here is this post, or here's this video right now. So I'm going to play the video, this short segment here, and then, we'll talk about it. Effectively, we'll talk about it. But this again, you can see here, Crypto Jeb, 242,000 subscribers. So he is a very big content creator. I believe he's predominantly a Bitcoin maxi, which is, again, more reassuring than having some Schiller, if you will, talking about Kaspa. And we can hear here Jeb talking about Kaspa and his belief in it. So I'm not giving my predictions. I think Kaspa's going to do exceptionally well this cycle and years to follow. And here's Crypto Jeb's opinion as well. Listen very closely.
You could get 100x in Kaspa. You genuinely could do it. I have no issue with you diversifying, put 1 or 2% in Kaspa. No issue with that. But there's only one Bitcoin, and there will only ever be one Bitcoin. 100x in Kaspa, and their mother is going to say that they're competing. Kaspa, love Kaspa. You could get 100x in Kaspa. You genuinely could do it. I have no issue with you diversifying, put 1 or 2% in Kaspa. No issue with that.
So, yeah, just a very, very small clip there from Crypto Jeb, him ultimately highlighting that Kaspa could very well do a 100x. He was saying allocate a small percentage of the portfolio to Kaspa. There's only one Bitcoin. And while he is one, there's only one Bitcoin, Kaspa is one of the few, if not only, actually, no, scrap that, it is the only that's actually able to truly attest to and fulfill Satoshi Nakamoto's vision of what Bitcoin was meant to be, of peer-to-peer electronic currency, of crypto. That's the reason why you've now got people like Hans, who's joined the team. Martin Heisberg highlighted here, Hans is an old OG friend, fantastic to have you in the Kaspa camp, one of the most original thinkers in blockchain. Hans is a titan in this space and he's now joined the Kaspa team because Kaspa is truly trying to stick true to what he wanted to go back to the fundamental principles of what crypto is. He was getting bored of this. He almost left crypto. He mentioned it in his own post, but he came back because he found proof of work, because he found Kaspa. So ultimately my point here is that I don't have a price prediction for Kaspa that I announced because, again, I don't want to provide some skewed mindset. I don't think it's something that I want to do. I just want to say that Kaspa's going to do very, very well, and we'll keep talking about it. And we can also, do some backwards reverse engineering if we really need to. But point being is you're now seeing bigger content creators, some Bitcoin maxis now highlighting and talking about Kaspa as a great project. And for me, this is only going to continue and rally up more and more as time goes on. So before I get to more of the pleasantries and welcome everyone again to the channel, let's get into some of the information for today. So yes, Kaspa right now is currently up 0.77% on the daily time frame, valued at 11.14 cents. We did see it make this low 2 days ago when we saw the massive crash on market opening on Monday, which if you watched my video on my channel last night or yesterday, you would have seen exactly what was happening and why it happened. It's also exactly what I explained ahead of time to my VIP. So you want to stay ahead of the game, even more locked in, through alpha information, weekly live streams, trade alerts, and so much more, then come check it out. Link down below in the description. Also my homepage, 7-day free trial. I explained that we're going to see a market correction on Monday, and it happened to them ahead of time. And then we saw again, Kaspa went through a very bipolar market yesterday. We saw it up 4% while my stream was starting early morning for me. Or was it? No, it wasn't midday for me. Apologies, but early morning for some people. And then we saw it drop down to that support again around 10.3, 10.4 cents again. Which is very interesting. Evidently somebody was shorting Kaspa, trying to make a quick bag on it. We did see that MEXC once more, their price target, their value for Kaspa was like 0.15 higher than majority of exchanges, in particular KuCoin as well. So you might have seen therefore traders buying Kaspa on KuCoin and selling it to MEXC to make that extra profit very easily without having to wait. Either way, Kaspa did end up positive on the day, which is good. And right now Kaspa isn't moving much, but it is still looking more bullish. And potentially, again, if Bitcoin does confirm this breakout, this here could very well be that next support and confirm therefore bottom for Kaspa, therefore still us forming higher lows and higher highs. God, trackpad sucks. How slow is this? Trackpad is so terrible. Yeah, higher lows and higher highs here. So we could very well therefore be seeing Kaspa making this push if we break above 13 cents. Again, fantastic. Next for me will be 15. And, you know, again, we could also bring up the M2 supply. One of the, again, I talk about it maybe too much now. I don't want to rely on the indicator. There are many things, again, macro weighs in very heavily on the market. M2 is a great indicator, got a 80 to 90% correlation to the price of Bitcoin right now. And if a lot of the M2 money supply, we can see it does suggest that we should be seeing a rally with Bitcoin. You know, we are probably slightly ahead of schedule, but again, it depends. Right now, I've got a 90-day delay, which is 13 weeks. You can set it as early. The typical time frame is 10 to 15 weeks. So I can set it to 70 days, being 10 weeks here. We can see actually it's rallying in conjunction with the M2. We might therefore see a pullback going towards the end of May and then going up a lot higher. So I'm going to have to wait and see. But ultimately, I think coming to the end of May, we are now about 10 days off. We're hopefully going to be seeing Bitcoin pushing past and going to that all-time high again very shortly, which is going to be very, very exciting news for all of us who've been waiting patiently for Bitcoin to make that move upwards. We might see it come up therefore, sorry, I haven't aligned it properly, come up therefore, come back to support and then rally up again. So again, I think right now things are ultimately looking very, very good for the crypto market. And while again, there's still always going to be the worry uncertainties of our, you know, tariff developments, you know, potential outbreak of war, although hopefully not, God forbid. The fundamentals, and again, these developments here are reassuring. We can even see here the Texas House has officially passed a strategic Bitcoin reserve bill, SB 21, also seeing further acceleration and acceptance of Bitcoin for a strategic reserve is going to help its price rally up so much higher. So it's again, very good news. Bitcoin making all-time highs was not again, it sucks that I was so busy today that I couldn't even talk about it. My community's been popping off. My free Discord server has been popping off today, and I feel so guilty that I can't even properly I can't even properly, you know, put my attention towards it right now. I'm hopefully going to do so late tonight, if not early tomorrow, to catch up everything I missed out. But I mean, yeah, if you want to check it out again, free Discord server here and equally the VIP there as well, both available down in the description, also my homepage as well. But yeah, right now Bitcoin's been at all-time high, very good, and Kaspa I think is about to go parabolic very soon. I know you hear that for a while, but the source suggests that something big is coming. AIXBT stated right here that devs are busy dumping right now, to be honest. Supply at exchanges keep dropping though. And this individual here said Ethereum devs dumping. I wonder if they've gotten word of based ZK rollups on the 10 blocks per second proof of work project that doesn't have a foundation, a CEO, insane gas fees, or a parasitic layer 2 structure. Devs on Kaspa finna cook. And the AI agent replies saying Kaspa built different, to be honest. They have got the fundamentals right from day one. When ZK soup drops, ETH will need to wake up or die. And we got here proof in the pudding. Soon we will have the new timeline on Kas.live for smart contract. If you load up Kas.live, the link to that is available in my community here. But check it out right here. They're preparing for it right now. Not far off indeed. We haven't got a timeline just yet, but almost ready for launch. It's a very nice UI update. So I'd like to speculate therefore, best case scenario, we see it maybe before the end of the month. That'd be huge. If not, we're definitely going to be seeing it in June. God forbid, touch wood, something bad happens. We're definitely going to be seeing the smart contracts, the ZK rollups, the Ethereum rollups coming out in June, which will be game changing and will definitely allow Kaspa to, you know, it already is an innovative project, but smart contracts has been well and truly identified as the end game for Kaspa. And the reason why is simple. I've highlighted it in my previous streams and even videos. If you go on to Chris Kang being the co-founder of Casplex. Chris Kang made a post quite a while back now, but I always refer to it because it's such a good post. It's such a fantastic post for me. Where he highlights Kaspa with ZK opcodes will become endgame. Simply put, in the TLDR element, he's talking about the fact that there are layer 2 sequences who obviously take capital from the other layer 1 exchanges, and the layer 2 sequences are needed because layer 1s can't scale efficiently. But Kaspa has the 10 BPS, the crescendo hard fork that's just come out, you know, about 3 weeks back now. Actually, slightly less than that, 2.5 weeks back now. So therefore, Kaspa does not need to rely on layer 2 sequences and can still be as quick, if not quicker, while remaining decentralized with layer 1. And because of their block stack architecture and their design, they can become the layer 1.5 with smart contracts as opposed to being using layer 2. So ultimately, existing layer 2 solutions might not want to give up on their centralized sequence of schemes because they already generate income ranging from hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars a month. And most people, ordinary users, might not realize that layer 2s that they are using are actually a centralized service. However, they should know, or if they don't, they will soon know that Kaspa, with its ability to verify ZK proofs with the layer 1.5, will become the infrastructure for the entire blockchain world while being truly decentralized. This is going to be game-changing, family. Very, very big indeed. And it looks like even exchanges are starting to take a little bit of notice. We know crypto.com made a landing page or a how to buy Kaspa on their platform page already sometime last month or earlier this month, I believe. Again, exact timelines are a bit skewed for me, but it wasn't that long ago. And they still have not listed Kaspa yet, but they've got the how to buy Kaspa page on their website, crypto.com. So that, again, they're gearing up. Pumperlinski's highlighted here that OKX have finally reacted to his comment on when Kaspa listing after months of asking. They said, we appreciate interest in Kaspa token on our platform. Keep an eye on our social media, community socials, i.e. Discord groups, and official website at okx.com for updates on the matter and more. We do know OKX also did do a how to buy Kaspa on their website as well. However, they removed it quite quickly. Now for me, again, they're going to list Kaspa when we don't know, but maybe they're giving up right now. Maybe they're giving up. Now, before I get into more of the very, very big news, because there's still a lot of stuff to cover here today, I will also announce two things. First off, this stream might be a little bit short today because, again, still getting set up. May not be a typical hour, but I'll still get as much as I can do, as much information as possible in the stream whilst also chatting to all of you here. And second off, this is a word of warning. I'm not going to out the person because I don't want to bring any maybe unwanted attention. Unfortunately, and it breaks my heart, someone in my community was victim of a scandal, a scam. And it really breaks my heart. And I'm going to try and do my utmost now in my streams to reiterate, if you're joining my communities, and I would love you to all do that, so we can all chill, chat, learn more about crypto and Kaspa, hopefully build wealth together, and of course, you know, have a safe place, ultimately is what I'm trying to bring here. Understand this. Me, all I can do, or one of the few things that I can do here as the KOL, if you will, I will never ever send you a message or add you on Discord or any platform that matters first. If you want to add me, you're more than welcome to do so. If I know you're from my community, I'll accept you. And then you know you've got the right person. But I will never, ever, ever, ever send you a message or ask you to click anything or anything. I will not do that. Because there are so many people who, especially as Kaspa grows, as the community grows more and more, people are going to try and take advantage of you. So always do your due diligence. Triple, quadruple check everything that you click on. And be very, very careful. And I am, again, if you are caught up by these scandals, they've been preying on the crypto community for years now. It's not necessarily a new thing, but it's going to happen, unfortunately. And, you know, I've also been caught up in my fair few scandals myself. You know, I was new to crypto once. It sucks. It breaks my heart. So always be very careful. And remember, me, Jay, Quick Crypto, I will not add you. And equally the mods in my community, because these scammers, they are ruthless. They also impersonate my mods. Mr. Miles, Cody, Casper God, those three in particular also impersonate them. I mean, again, I cannot attest to those people, but I'm sure they'll say similar stuff to me. We won't add you first. We might say, if you want to chat about something offline, you can add me, and that's fine, but we won't add you first because, again, we want to try and make sure that you're protected. So I needed to get that out of the way, just so you are aware, and I'll try and do my best to also reiterate it more frequently to try and help protect the community, because, yeah, it's one of the most frustrating and heartbreaking things to experience in this space when you know, with what's coming to crypto, the last thing you want to see right now. But anyways, with that being said, we got into, smart contracts seem to be very much on the way. Tier 1 seem to be again gearing up, although we need to see higher volume for Kaspa again, which again, still a little bit lackluster. We are seeing again this interesting post here from T Color. Now, truth be told, this is actually half joking, half not. Rumor is Kaspa wallet number 2 is from Vitalik Buterin. Since Ethereum is failing, he decided to swap it for Kaspa. And Johnny replied here saying, well, that's a 100% possibility. Vitalik Buterin and Hashtag had lunch together last month. And I don't exactly know where the reply was. But I did see in my community, here goes location. Like honestly, the lunch was real, but I'm mostly joking. So yeah, the whole premise of Vitalik Buterin being wallet number 2, which actually wallet number 2 scooped up 8 million more Kaspa today, which is, I mean, is a Wednesday. They're not doing it by the typical Monday and Thursday days anymore. They're doing it whenever they feel like it. They sold 3 million Kaspa like 2 weeks ago, and then since then they've been just scooping up more and more. So now we've got 730 million Kaspa, which is insane. Now, is it Vitalik Buterin? Probably not. Johnny said he's joking, but he is serious about the fact that Vitalik Buterin had lunch with Polinsky, which again, think about that. Despite Vitalik Buterin shifting to a proof of stake Ethereum, kind of losing the whole premise of what crypto is meant to be following Bitcoin, he did that because he perceived that the trilemma was impossible to solve. You can't have scalability and security and decentralization. You've got to sacrifice one of them. So he thought sacrifice centralization, therefore. Kaspa's proven them wrong. All of them. Vitalik Buterin himself. So him having lunch with Hashtag, Polinsky, while you're also seeing legends like Hans also joining Kaspa's team as well. Maybe in the future, who knows? All the OGs, all the titans in the crypto innovation and developer space will end up all working together to help, because ultimately speaking, Vitalik, at least to my understanding, he's obviously, again, he's skewed from his original purpose, if you will, but he's still an absolute titan in this space. And I'm sure if he wanted to, help in developing Kaspa to stick native and true to what Bitcoin is, I mean, I would accept him with open arms. I would. So maybe in the future, who knows, if Vitalik will join Kaspa, that would be a sight to behold. And I mean, at that point, the last thing you actually need is the actual confirmed Satoshi Nakamoto is now switching from Bitcoin to Kaspa. And of course, you could argue maybe that's already happening with Polinsky, but we can speculate that till death do us part. We can see here from Dr. Martin Heisberg here, a very, very interesting post here that I'm going to get into bit by bit, which ultimately is again just kind of highlighting that Kaspa is the solution in my perspective. So Bitcoin fans are desperately trying to fulfill Satoshi's vision, but this cosmetic change called BIP 177 doesn't solve the core issue of how slow the chain is. Hint, Kaspa does. So we can get into the whole post here. I might go through it very, very briefly. It's a very long post. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link this in my community. Some person said BIP 177 is like lipstick on a pig. Harsh, but it's true. I've not looked too much into it. Again, I've been very, preoccupied. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, Martin Heisberg, he's the same very person that stated that Bitcoin is the Kaspa testnet. And he's been very quiet on Kaspa for quite some time now, but he's now actively shilling Kaspa again. And you don't have to like him. The way I perceive it is, he is the head of research for Uphold, meaning he is physically paid money to research projects, to know what's happening in this space. He's not going to be 100% right again. He's his own person. He's not a financial advisor. Everyone's got to do their own research. But the point being is, he has been bullish on Kaspa for a very, very long time. He's shilling Kaspa again. He is paid to research and to have accurate predictions, if you will. So of him actively promoting, if you will, promoting Kaspa about how it's what Bitcoin should have been, it also, for me, brings more credit to when you got Bitcoin Max who are saying, yes, Kaspa got 100x, Kaspa's great, but it's only one Bitcoin. You're right, it's only one Bitcoin. But Kaspa fulfills what Bitcoin couldn't, which is a scalability issue. Bitcoin is the only one that can be the best store of value, in my opinion, at least right now. But Kaspa can be that with mean of exchange capabilities, peer-to-peer electronic currency. Kaspa can level that up to infinity and then some. So Kaspa, especially when Dagnite comes out, oh my lord, because Dagnite lets Kaspa scale with latency, meaning by that logic, by that point, you don't really have to go and look towards 32 or 100 BPS because Kaspa will just level up when the hardware levels up. So as long as you have better hardware coming out, the Dagnite will also improve as well and scale with it. Smart contracts, ZK upgrades are the endgame. Dagnite is the endgame for money. for a system for a protocol crypto. That's what Kaspa's bringing out. We haven't got a timeline yet. Michael Sons hinted maybe this year. He stated over my dead body it will be in 27. So worst case for me, it'll be next year, which will be after the cycle, but it's not mean Kaspa's going to miss the cycle by any means. Kaspa's going to, again, catch the cycle and do extremely, extremely well. And even got a post here from Johnny saying this piece is not a Kaspa Max -1, but we hope it can help you understand what public mining companies are doing. How do they make money? Do they always hold for dear life or a non-hodl strategy? What do they do apart from mining Bitcoin? Why does Tether bets on BitDeer official, which experienced significant net loss in 24, a substantial increase from the 56.7 million loss in 23? Again, this is an article that I'm going to link in my community. I think it might already be in there, truth be told, because again, my community has been very active recently and I have unfortunately been too preoccupied, and I do apologize again. But we have to understand again, these companies have to make their own ways to make money. And yeah, Marathon as well have been mining Kaspa. Despite the fact that they have been selling Kaspa to offset their costs, it does not change the fact that Kaspa is still the only altcoin ever in existence to be mined by Marathon, whose biggest shareholder is BlackRock. Therefore, indirectly, in fact, no, it's not even indirectly, because Marathon can't do anything without their shareholders' confirmation. So by that logic, BlackRock have said, yes, mine Kaspa. They might be selling Kaspa, they're still mining it. They upgraded to 10 BPS. So they're still mining Kaspa. That is still a very, very big deal. And yeah, for me, Kaspa is in a... I mean, we've been holding Kaspa, most of us, for a long time. I started streaming at all-time highs, at 20 cents Kaspa. I've been holding the whole time, but buying the dips as well. And I think Kaspa, again, is gearing up for that breakout. When smart contracts come out, if you see the quick adoption, which you have got certain tools and integration strategies that the Casplex team are using to have quick onboarding as well, like Kiwi, which I mentioned in my last video. And that should hopefully see quicker adoption, you know, so we can see Kaspa rally up very quickly. Again, stablecoins could also be a huge thing for Kaspa, which I'm looking forward to if they can capitalize on this market, which I think they will do. Because right now, the biggest stablecoin issuers are Ethereum and Tron, and they are so terrible, so slow, so expensive, so centralized, just terrible. Kaspa can surpass that. So my perception right now in the market, before I answer more questions quickly, is Bitcoin's made an all-time high today. Fantastic news. We may see a pullback. It really depends right now. There's still so much macro need to take into account. Don't be emotional, be logical. Our time will come. Most definitely will come. Right now, things are looking very, very good in the markets, and I'm excited to say that we may be on for the next leg of the bull run. Seeing us rallying up a lot higher, seeing therefore Bitcoin rally, alts will follow, and then eventually alts will start pumping more aggressively. Kaspa will start outperforming Bitcoin again. And as you know, crypto Jeb highlights, Kaspa could do it 100x. I mean, 100x from now would be $10. Not so much sure about a $10 this cycle. You know, that's a $250 billion market cap. Not so much sure about that. Actually, be higher than that, probably 260. Doing the maths on top of my head right now after, 10, 12 hours straight driving. So I'm a little bit brain fried. But I mean, yeah, we are definitely going to see. I still wholeheartedly believe the cap's going to outperform people's expectations. I'm not saying Moonboy numbers. I'm not saying $10. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. But again, I'm not making price predictions. I think Kaspa's going to do very, very well this cycle and will continue to just surprise people. When you get in big OGs who are titans in the space, who are joining Kaspa because they see the vision of what they're trying to build, to realize that actually this is what Bitcoin's meant to be. People who followed Kaspa are going to come back as well. I just hope they accept they're going to probably get a lot of hate when doing so, because end of the day they've faded it. And I'm not talking about those who come in late. People who come in late because they're on the hype train, of course. I'm talking about those who have come, left, and then hated on it. You can come, leave, and come, that's whatever. But ones who've ended up turning to hating Kaspa because their bags have been very bad and they called it badly. You know, it's obviously you've got to protect your own assets, protect your community as well. But for me, Kaspa is an absolute gem. Again, not financial advice. Do your own research. If you want to find out more about Kaspa, again, I've got a very in-detail community here. about everything, loads of articles in there about Kaspa and crypto in general. I've got a VIP group as well that goes even more in depth about the institutional information and how we can correlate that to what's going to come to Kaspa as well. Documents that confirm how much trading volume we're seeing right now in the world and how it's going to multiply with crypto, and of course there with Kaspa as well. Stablecoins again, huge. If you want to find out more, again, VIP, link below in the description, also my homepage as well. Kaspa figuring out some very, very big things, and we are in a very exciting period of time, I can't lie. So where am I at now? What's up, DD bro? Welcome back to the stream, man. Hello, gang. Mr. Miles first. How do I do it? You didn't, but hey ho. What's up, Bingo Banger, man? Brett says Spurs winning 1-0 at the moment, 15 minutes ago. Oh, yes. Come on, Spurs. I never want Spurs to win in my life, but I'm so happy. I hope it went well as a family trip. I mean, it was sitting in a car for, it was left the house at like 3 yesterday and didn't get to the halfway point till about 11. And then woke up like 8 hours later and got lost because, well, at that point I was like, you know what, I've been driving flat, so I'm going to let my poor mother drive, and that did not work out well. But hey, then I took over and it's all good. But yeah, I've been driving quite a lot. I'm very tired. But the trip was ultimately an experience, you know? It was an adventure. You can't say no to an adventure, you know? What's up, Core Crawler, bro? Welcome back to the channel. That was... I'll go away. Where are the questions out? There you go. That was me shilling it in his chat. I'm one of the moderators. Kryptoni is not one of my mods, although truth be told, you probably should be, actually. I need to probably think about it, because as the community is growing more and more, I do actively see and know who are the very active ones in the community, who are also very, I mean, all of you guys are very active and very helpful, truth be told, but there are some that I think also, if they're winning, I'll probably deserve it of getting an extra, you know, responsibility, as long as you don't get the power go to your head like Mr. Miles. Maybe you can replace Mr. Miles, who knows. How much do you think Kaspa will be worth on June 18th? Yeah, there you go, Mr. Miles trolling me again. ChatGPT says Kaspa is the best pick for 2025 if you ask it for a single pick investment in crypto. Well, that's not surprising to me, Cash Ching. It's really, really not. Kaspa for me is, I mean, if you're thinking about just this cycle, again, Kaspa I think is going to be an absolute gem, but you're thinking about in the future to be, when you can take into consideration that this cycle is going to literally be the great wealth transfer, where everything's going to come in crypto, we're going to see the complete reforming of our monetary system. Kaspa is the only asset that is actually going to stick true to the principles of crypto, of Bitcoin. The safest, in my opinion, as well. You know, you should all have tangible wallets as well. Please get a tangible wallet to protect your assets as well, because it's something I think all of us should have. Check the live chat replay. I've offered him 50 memberships, gifts if he does a deep dive on it. Did you? I'm saying crypto. I don't even remember Kryptoni saying that. Okay, so I've missed something. I will deep dive on what exactly. What's up, Crypto Go-To, bro? Welcome back to the channel. I've been building on Kaspa with ChatGPT. It knows very well how good Kaspa is. I mean, yeah, actually should be. Quick Crypto, why do you say 0.5 instead of 0.5? Is 2025 not 19? What? Shut up, Mr. Miles. Welcome back, LB Crypto. Is it just me, or does QC stream volume seem lower than usual? It probably is a little lower. I'm not right, you know, mouth next to my mic. I can turn it up a little bit. Again, the setup's very, very weird. Hopefully that's a bit better. If you need me to turn it up, I'll turn it up again more so. Again, new setup. I mean, I've used the setup before, but it's a new environment, so I'm a bit far from my mic right now, so I need to make sure I change that. I think it's fair to say Kaspa has a very high chance of getting at least 100 billion market cap, and that would bring the price around $3.50. Kaspa is the fastest crypto in the world, endgame. And I don't think that's ridiculous. I'm going to leave it at that. I do not think that's a ridiculous thing to say. Which would be an insane multiplier from here. Insane. Very insane. Brett says how... Okay, well, there you go there. So there's nothing wrong with saying... Yeah, and you know what? I'm just going to ignore Mr. Miles right now. Z is... I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah, Z also works, you know, both are the same. But Mr. Miles has a go at me if I say Z, not Z, so I just say Z now, because he bullies me too much, and he's hurting me. Sounds like we need the ZK smart contract more than anything. I mean, it would be very helpful, all money in. And we are going to get them. Again, we've got the confirmation here. We're going to get those coming very, very soon, which is huge. I would imagine, therefore, within the next, I want to say 2-3 weeks. That's me just throwing a random date out there, but it's definitely going to be before Q3, so that's in 5 weeks. Definitely before that. So I think we're going to be on the cusp of seeing it, which will be very, very big. It won't be a explosion per se, at least not necessarily, but you'll see adoption come through quickly enough, and then we can actually capitalize on everything Caspa's building. All the big, dApps and exchanges and stuff being built on Caspa will be able to actually take part in the ecosystem and actually help the whole space thrive more. So you'll probably see these listings come through as well. OKX, Binance, Crypto.com, maybe Gemini, maybe Coinbase, maybe Robinhood. Again, all the other exchanges that are gearing up seemingly to list Caspa as well. Mr. Moss says Jay Scamby wants 2. He left an American flag, peanut butter, jelly sandwich, and occasion. Yeah, but you are so creative, honestly. I'm just reading through all this complete waffle. Fun fact, Uphold only describes Bitcoin and Caspa as coins, currencies, or other are defined as tokens. And not surprising. Not surprising at all. Not surprising at all. Uphold knows what's up. Final score Spurs 1 United 0. Yes! Yes! Get in there. Get in there. Oh, mate. I mean, actually, is that good? Well, I mean, it's happened now, so I can't complain about it. I mean, either way, not United. Can't complain. It's superior. Zed. What's up, Magnus, bro? Welcome back to the stream, bro. You're doing very, very well. I bet you wish I had a big, comfy American vehicle right now. Oh, gosh. I do. Or even better still, like just an automatic or something like that, Which I had like an automatic or something. I would love to have an automatic. Like having a manual. I mean, don't get me wrong. Manuals all, well, nothing wrong with a manual. I can easily do a manual, but I would just, an automatic, which just would have made life so much easier as well. So that would have been, greatly appreciated if I had that as well. Oh, okay. Thank you very much for the $2 donation, Kryptoni. I do apologize again because I'm on a new setup. It's hard for me to see the donations straight up like that, but I do see you saying no. You said in Jeb's chat, so therefore going back, you were saying that in Jeb's chat, you said you offered him 50 membership gifts if he does a deep dive on Caspa. Well, again, Kryptoni, the absolute Caspa shiller. As you should do, man. Educate the fan base, educate the community about what Caspa is, and hopefully Jeb won't sell his community short. And the fact that he's even said, as a Bitcoin maxi, look at Caspa, that is reassuring, I'd say. So I'm happy about hearing that, truth be told. And, Jeb's got, again, to over 200,000 subscribers. Got a big community, so that would be insane. So yeah, thank you very much again for that, Kryptoni bro, for the $2 donation. And yeah, hopefully all the that's what I've been saying though. One thing that I think people are also misunderstanding is that Bitcoin maximalists who only like Bitcoin are taking note of Caspa. The biggest asset, crypto, Bitcoin, the maximalists are taking note of Caspa. So that could also help send its price a lot higher as well, Caspa is literally the future. Let's go. You should start driving here in the United States. Honestly, I'm sure the United States have massive, big, comfy, wide open roads and not all, potholes. The UK has so many potholes. Especially when you're driving in Scotland, like just mountainous areas. To be fair, the roads here are actually there's not traffic. That's nice. There's not much traffic here. On the motorways, it's stop-start, and that's just jarring. That's why I would like an automatic car, which I am going to be getting actually a new car. Just some janky little Ford, to be honest. But either way, it'll do the job, and it's automatic, so that might make my life a little bit easier. Welcome back, Uncle Wizard Bro. Let's go, Cas fam. Sitting in my apartment, enjoying hookah and excited for future smart contract release. Caspa the endgame for Solana, Sui, and Ethereum. Caspa the endgame for crypto, my man. But yes, we are very excited indeed. Quick crypto question from Mr. Miles. Do most UK crypto people chart projects against USD and not the pound, or is it just YouTubers from the UK that chart against USD? I cannot attest to that personally. The reason why I chart against USD because USD is the global currency, and it's also, as a educated individual, I know that my audience is also mainly American, and because everything's based in dollars, it makes sense for me to talk about everything based in dollars. Like me saying, oh, Kappa could reach, I don't know, let's say like £10. Again, just throwing numbers like that. That sounds weird. Dollars is what I should be, judging it all in. So that's kind of how I go about it as well. Kaspa is the future. That's coming soon. You're very right, Ivan, bro. Absolute diamond, and it's definitely the silver. What are you looking forward to do with your Kaspa other than holding? I actually, all money in, I actually look forward to getting involved in the ecosystem. So I had a brain fart there, again, I'm tired. I look forward to actually getting involved in the ecosystem there are certain elements that I've been looking at with my VIP, certain very interesting crypto areas. I'm trying to find the right word. Again, I'm very, very tired. And there are certain things that I know Kaspa are going to bring out themselves that I'm looking forward to getting involved in them. Of course, you've got to make sure that the project, the initiative that's developing them are trustworthy. They're going to be people who are taking advantage of you. Even projects trying to come out, because it's an open source, right? Anybody can build something on Kaspa. It may not be trustworthy, so be very, very careful. But I'm looking forward to holding Kaspa, getting more involved with crypto, making money, but also getting involved in the Kaspa space and actively trading on the platform, actively, getting involved in these other elements as well, the other farms and whatnot. I'm looking forward to it all, honestly. 90% of them are automatic. Yeah, I'm sure most cars are automatic. I mean, to be fair, everything's going automatic right now, so they're not hard to find anymore. But our car's been manual. I learned manual because it's just best thing for me to do, honestly. And who knows, maybe when I'm extremely millionaire of Kaspa, I might just get one of the really, really nice old school an old school car, but there'd be I imagine it'd probably be a muscle car, whether it be American muscle or Japanese muscle. I haven't decided yet, but something that's going to probably require a gearbox as opposed to an automatic. But either way, for long drive, it'd be a nice joyride, but for long rides like that, I need to take an automatic car because it's just tiring. I'm one of Jev's moderators. Wow, Kryptoni's in there, man. Shout out to you, brother. Maybe I should get you involved in mine as well, man. Honestly. Bingo says, we have plenty of potholes here too, and I'm sure everything takes at least 2-3 times longer to get to. Oh yeah, I know America's much bigger, and I'm sure you also have potholes as well. I know, for me, driving from London to Scotland is a trek, but I know that's probably a standard thing going between one state for you guys. So yeah, I'm sure it's very, very long. Quick crypto potholes in the United States deeply depend heavily on which state you're in. For example, New Mexico is the tourist for potholes. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. The problem is with the UK, though, potholes are everywhere because the government don't care. So they just don't care about fixing the roads. So what you do is you basically drive towards the potholes and you get your car damaged, and then you send them the image of your damaged vehicle and the pothole to the council, and they're forced to pay it for you and then fix the pothole. Little life hack there. At least that's in the UK. And Kevin says, I'm getting real stressed with Bitcoin pumping then dumping for real. It's very, very bipolar right now. Very, very bipolar. But I'm sure, again, we're on the cusp of seeing something very, very big for crypto and Kaspa as well. And again, Kaspa, absolutely groundbreaking event that's coming out right now. I will be hopefully having a more structured stream tomorrow, maybe a little bit longer as well. Saying that, it's almost 50-minute long, so it wasn't even a bad stream either way. It's quite a long stream either way, but I'm sure I'll have some more stuff coming up soon as well. Did you just say Japanese muscle? Yeah, I think. Tony, I am not all there in the head right now. I'm not there in the head right now, so if Tony gets a more before I do, I'll rattle the cage louder than you ever imagine. Okay, Mr. Mars. Okay, I know. Okay, I hear you. Okay, well, I'll I'm not going to do anything while I'm away because I'm on an unfamiliar environment. Setup's a little bit skewed. I need to be home to get all my bearings with me again. But I'll be sorting out some stuff again, bring some more stuff to people again. So take this time right now to appreciate the markets, keep researching more. I'll still be active, but less active this week. I'll still making my live streams when I can do. I'll make announcements in my community, my public Discord server. Go check that out again on when I'm going live. So make sure you stay tuned to that. And when next week starts, it's going to be absolute mayhem. I'm convinced about that much. It's going to be mayhem right now and going there forward as well. But that being said, if you enjoyed the live stream, then feel free to leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. We're on the cusp of greatness, people. Keep learning more, keep your victory strong, and be very careful out there. Be wary of scams, and always do your own research. If you enjoyed, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. If you want to be even more in tune to the community and learn a lot more, then go and check out the free server, and equally the VIP group as well. Link down below in the description. Also homepage here as well. I'm also partnering with BYDFI as you want to, learn how to or get benefits from trading. So there's also that exchange as well, which I recommend checking out. Jay, give Tony and me full access to your channel account, and we can stream in your place. I'm not gonna lie, I trust Tony. I don't trust you, Mr. Miles, at all. I don't trust you at all. I do not trust you at all. But again, I'll sort something out. I'm sure sort something out very, very soon, because the community is going to go more and more. When Kaspa starts making all-time highs, this community is going to go crazy. I can feel that much already. And you'll see more Bitcoin masses coming here as well.